Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. So here we have the painting that I've been building up to all week and that I've been practicing for all week. And it was a lot of fun to paint, and it is definitely some sort of milestone for me. This is a painting of my dear friend, and it is bathed in light, with beautiful light going through her hair and onto her face and surrounding the room, and just like attacking, like forcing itself onto the atmosphere of the whole image. And I thought, as soon as I saw it, that it was really beautiful and really soft and like just straight light. And I knew immediately that I wanted to paint it, but I had never really dealt with the sort of glare or light effect that is going on in this image before. And I had no idea how I was going to go about it. My choices being to try to ignore the glare effects and paint the values as I would normally without the glare, as I would expect them to be. Or I could do the glare very, very faithful to the picture and have even the streak that shows up in the image cut across her face the way it does. Or I could just really do it my way and try to find the same sense of light and softness that is in the picture with the way that I like to play with value. And also, so much of what is beautiful about this picture is absolutely in her expression. And I knew I did not have the drawing skill to do it well, to do it right. And so I didn't even think that I had skill enough to prep in a week to be able to pull it off. And I had no idea what to do, but I just knew that I wanted to paint this. I've never prepped for a painting as much as I have prepped for this one. I made small studies, color studies for this painting, to see how I might handle the lighting situation. And I never do that, but it helped. It helped a good amount. I'm happy I did, and I might do it more from now on. And I drew like little sketches of different poses in this, similar to this image, to try to get comfortable with the angles and everything. And really all the other portraits I did this week were also in preparation for this. So, and the thing about that is, for a long time I believed that preparing for a painting so much would be a detriment to it. I mean, because by the time you finally get to the thing that you want to paint itself, maybe the excitement would be gone, or you would be tired of it already, or that the all the things that you've practiced to get ready for it would make the painting in some way be stale or suffer from technique. But the alternative was to not prepare at all and just come into it blind. And I gotta say, I don't think that would have been much better than what turned out to be. As it was, with all the preparation I did, this painting still gave me quite a bit of a fight. There was a lot of scraping and a lot of adjusting color and light and a lot of painting over. But I'm really glad I did. I think right now this is my favorite painting that I've ever made, and I'm very grateful for all that it taught me and for the persistence I had in executing it. So that's about the painting. But I also wanted to talk about what to do when you're finding that you can't work on your art if you're not receiving external validation or praise or support from your peers and your teachers, or if you don't have the motivation yourself, or if you haven't internalized within you the self determination to get to the easel or get to your sketchbook when no one is telling you and when no one is watching. I know plenty of my friends and I myself have had the issue where I have a whole day with nothing to do, and the sketchbook is open and the pencils are out, and it couldn't be any easier, but the most impossible thing in the moment is to actually draw something. And for me, the fear is making something bad, as I imagine it is for a lot of people. I heard somebody say that you're only as good as your last piece, which seems like a scary thing to think, and I don't know if I agree with it, but I say that to prove that I understand the fear. So what I want to put to you is that you don't worry about making anything bad and try to forget your insecurity. Put it to the side and focus on making something fun, something that excites you, means something to you. And if anyone connects with it or it resonates with anybody, and maybe by chance in some great stroke of luck you get to interact with that person, you get to talk to them, or maybe they reach out to you to tell you that they love the work that you do, that's amazing. But it is absolutely the case that your art, if you're putting it out there, 100% is impacting somebody, and it is resonating with somebody, and they love it, and it means a lot to them, and they would hate to see you stop making art. And just think about what art has done for you, what looking at other artists' work has done for you. Absolutely, you do that for somebody else. And you might never hear from them, and you might never realize. But for every person that does say something to you about how much they appreciate your work, there is another handful, without a doubt, that doesn't say anything, but they also appreciate your work. And those connections, and not connections like networking, but just like soul connections that you make with other people that see your work and they resonate with it, and maybe you resonate with their work. But there's so much of ourselves that we put into our work, either consciously or subconsciously, without trying or with effort. But it's not nothing. Like, it's there is something to being able to initiate a connection with someone based off of what you might paint or what you might draw. So I think when we keep that in mind, what on a bigger scale, at a bigger picture, our art can achieve, it can put to rest or make seem very insignificant any insecurities that we might have, or trouble with confidence, or any fear that we'll have about making a piece that isn't as great as the last piece that we made. That should not be our goal. It's just, I would never advise to just be chasing the next best piece that you make and to only judge yourself based on your best pieces. Like, judge yourself on how much fun you can have on each piece and how much you are willing to experiment and play, and with how fearlessly you can make your work and carry on. Well, I hope that made sense. I know it definitely puts it into perspective for me when I think about all the friends that I've made based off of art, and all the times anyone has reached out to me to say how they appreciate my work. It dwarfs absolutely any moment of struggle that I've had getting to my work. And so, sincerely, I hope that I can do the same for you. And I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope everyone is doing good. And have a good night. I hope you've enjoyed the painting. Stay kind. Thank you.